Did you know that nearly 80% of people in the US live paycheck to paycheck? That means most of us are just one emergency away from financial disaster. Now, imagine breaking that cycle. Imagine waking up every day without the anxiety of bills piling up, knowing exactly how to build your wealth and your future. Sounds impossible? It's not, and you're about to discover exactly how you can stop being broke for good. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a simple roadmap to not just surviving, but thriving. You'll learn how to eliminate debt, create streams of passive income, and start taking control of your financial destiny. This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. This is real, actionable advice that you can start using today to shift your mindset, and with it, your finances. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to stop living paycheck to paycheck and start building the life you've always wanted. Are you ready to take that first step? Cut all costs. Sometimes, the harsh truth is the key to freedom. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, cutting costs isn't just an option, it's survival. Picture this: skipping your morning Starbucks might not feel life-changing, but multiply that $5 by 30 days. That's $150 you could redirect to something meaningful, like paying off debt or building savings. And those weekend dinners out? Swap them for homemade meals. Not only will you save cash, but you'll also level up your cooking game. It's not glamorous, but hey, the grind never is. Downsizing is the name of the game when you're serious about flipping your finances. Renting a fancy one-bedroom apartment? Consider moving back with family or sharing a place with roommates. Sure, privacy might take a hit, but you could save hundreds, or even thousands, a month. Imagine funneling that extra money into starting a business or building an emergency fund. Short-term sacrifice, long-term gain. And let's talk about subscriptions. Streaming services, gym memberships, and random app fees can quietly drain your wallet. Cancel what you don't need or find free alternatives. For example, swap Netflix for free YouTube content about personal finance, or try at-home workouts instead of the gym. The goal? Strip your expenses to the essentials so every dollar has a purpose. Clothing and tech upgrades? Forget about it for now. Rock your old sneakers a little longer or stick with your current phone. Think about it. Does upgrading today really beat having financial freedom tomorrow? The more ruthless you are with unnecessary expenses, the faster you'll build momentum. Trust me, the payoff is worth it when you finally see your bank account growing instead of shrinking. Now, here's the kicker. Cutting costs isn't just about saving money, it's about discipline. When you learn to live on less, you unlock a powerful mindset. And once you've got that under control, the next step, earning more, will feel like second nature. And trust me, that's where things start to get exciting. Increase income and learn skills. Let's face it, cutting costs can only take you so far. At some point, you've got to increase your income if you want to break out of the cycle. Think about this. What if you took on a side hustle or worked weekends temporarily? Whether it's delivering food, freelancing online, or picking up extra shifts, these gigs may not be glamorous, but they can stack up fast. Imagine pocketing an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. How much faster could you pay off debts or save for investments? But don't stop at working harder, work smarter. Use every spare moment to sharpen your skills. Free resources like Coursera, YouTube, or even free library books can teach you valuable things like coding, sales techniques, or graphic design. Start small. Commit just 30 minutes a day to learning something new. Before long, you could be landing entry-level gigs or promotions that bring in way more cash than your side hustle ever could. Here's a secret most people overlook: sales jobs are golden stepping stones. Why? Because they not only pay well if you're good, but they also teach you how to sell yourself, an invaluable skill in any career. Even starting in retail or phone sales can open doors to better opportunities down the line. And don't forget to network while you're at it. Connections can sometimes be just as valuable as skills. Now, let's talk big picture. All this extra effort isn't just about paying bills, it's about creating options. Want to start your own business? You'll need capital. Dream of passive income through investments? You've got to earn it first. By increasing your income and learning marketable skills, you're setting yourself up for opportunities most people only dream about. The hustle is real, but here's the good news. Once you've built this foundation, the next step, turning that income into something scalable, becomes a whole lot easier. And honestly, this is where things really start to get interesting. Start selling and scaling. Ready to make some serious moves? Let's talk about selling. It's one of the fastest ways to stack cash and develop a skill that pays for life. Start small, sell items lying around your house. That old bike in the garage or clothes you haven't worn in years? Post them on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, or even have a yard sale. Turning clutter into cash isn't just satisfying, it's your first taste of flipping assets for profit. Once you've made a few bucks, step up your game. Scour thrift stores, flea markets, or online auctions for items you can flip for a higher price. Look for undervalued treasures, designer bags, electronics, or even furniture, and resell them on platforms like Craigslist or Poshmark. A friend of mine once bought a $15 chair at Goodwill and sold it for $120. Now imagine scaling that with multiple items. When you're comfortable flipping smaller things, it's time to level up. Start exploring high-ticket items, like used cars or real estate. Of course, this takes more capital, but the returns can be life-changing. Picture this, flipping a used car for a $2,000 profit or renovating a fixer-upper for a $50,000 gain. It's not easy, but with some research and persistence, it's absolutely doable. Selling isn't just about making money, it's about learning the art of negotiation and understanding value. Every deal teaches you something. What's worth your time? What's overpriced? What's a hidden gem? These lessons will stick with you, no matter where your financial journey takes you. And guess what? These skills are transferable to almost any business venture you decide to pursue. Once you've mastered flipping and scaling, the sky's the limit. You're building momentum, and it's only going to grow. But here's the thing. This kind of progress comes with sacrifices. And that's exactly what we're diving into next. Extreme sacrifice for short-term gain. Let's get real. If you want long-term success, you've got to embrace short-term sacrifices. That might mean saying no to nights out with friends or skipping the latest gadget everyone's hyped about. Think about this. Would you rather spend $200 on a concert now or invest it in something that could grow into $2,000 later? Temporary discomfort is the price you pay for lasting financial freedom. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Picture this, working 2 jobs, sleeping less, and cutting out distractions. Yeah, it sounds rough, but some of the most successful people started exactly this way. Take Elon Musk. He worked 100-hour weeks while building his early companies. You're not just grinding aimlessly, you're laying the groundwork for something bigger. Every extra hour you put in now is an investment in your future self. But sacrifice isn't just about working harder, it's about focusing smarter. Instead of binge-watching Netflix, dedicate that time to mastering a skill or researching investments. For instance, if you want to learn about stocks, start with books like The Intelligent Investor or free online resources like Investopedia. You're swapping entertainment today for expertise tomorrow, and that's a trade-off that pays dividends. It's also about ignoring the noise. Society often pressures us to look successful with expensive clothes or flashy cars. But let me tell you something, real success doesn't come from impressing strangers. It comes from building wealth quietly and consistently. Wear your old sneakers proudly because every dollar saved is a step closer to financial independence. Sacrifice might feel isolating at times, but here's the thing, it's temporary. And the payoff? It's huge! Once you've built that momentum, it's time to surround yourself with people who fuel your fire, not drain it. Let's explore how to build those relationships next. Selective relationships. The people you surround yourself with can make or break your financial journey, period. Ever notice how negativity rubs off on you? If you're constantly around people who spend recklessly or complain about being broke, that mindset can seep into your own habits. It's time to evaluate your circle. Who's lifting you up, and who's holding you back? Start prioritizing relationships with people who share your ambition. This doesn't mean ditching all your friends, but it does mean spending more time with those who push you to grow. For instance, if you have a friend who's building a side hustle or investing, hang out with them more often. You'll learn by osmosis, and their drive will inspire you to push harder. Sometimes, cutting ties is necessary, and yeah, it's tough. But think of it this way, would you rather keep everyone happy now or build the life you've always dreamed of? It's okay to outgrow relationships that no longer serve you. And guess what? When you let go of toxic influences, you make room for supportive, like-minded people to enter your life. Joining groups or communities can also help you find the right crowd. Look for meetups, online forums, or even local workshops focused on financial literacy, entrepreneurship, or investing. These are gold mines for connecting with people who align with your goals. Remember, building wealth isn't just about money, it's about who you're becoming along the way. Your circle shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your actions. So, make it count. Once you've built a strong network of supportive relationships, you'll have the foundation to manage your time and skills like a pro. Speaking of which, that's exactly where we're headed next. Time management and skill focus. Alright, so you've got the hustle, you've got the network, but if you don't manage your time and focus on the right skills, none of it matters. Time is your most valuable asset, and how you use it will determine how far you go. Want to build wealth? Dedicate a solid chunk of your day to learning something that'll move the needle. Even if it's just 30 minutes or an hour, consistently working on your skills will pay off in the long run. Now, what should you focus on? That's the million-dollar question. Start by identifying a skill that directly impacts your financial goals. If you're aiming to get into investing, learning about stocks, real estate, or cryptocurrencies is a smart move. If entrepreneurship is your goal, maybe it's marketing, sales, or customer service. Pick something that you can master and get paid for, and then double down on it. Be intentional with your time. Block out distractions, turn off notifications, set a timer for focused study sessions, and dive deep into learning. There's no shortcut to expertise. Whether it's a technical skill like coding or a soft skill like leadership, consistency is key. After a few months, you'll see progress. And when you're this invested in your growth, the opportunities start coming to you. Another game changer? Keeping a daily to-do list or using a productivity app. Track your goals and break them down into smaller tasks. It might sound simple, but having a roadmap makes the journey feel way less overwhelming. It'll keep you on track and help you see your progress, which is a big confidence booster when you're juggling multiple things at once. Here's the kicker, your time management and skill focus aren't just about getting ahead, they're about setting you up to adapt. In today's world, change is constant. The skills you're learning now will give you the flexibility to pivot into new opportunities. And trust me, when you've got that skill set, nothing can stop you from leveling up. But before we get into how to push through tough times, let's take a deeper look at resilience. Adopt a resilient mindset. Let's be real for a second. Life's not always going to hand you the easy route. Success doesn't come on a silver platter, and if you're waiting for the stars to align, you might be waiting forever. That's why developing a resilient mindset is a game changer. When you assume that luck won't play a role in your success, you take control. You stop depending on external factors and start realizing your own power. Think of resilience as the mental muscle that helps you keep going, no matter the obstacles. When setbacks hit, and they will, your ability to stay disciplined and proactive will make all the difference. It's like working out. Your first few reps are tough, but after a while, it gets easier. The more you push through difficult situations, the stronger your mindset becomes. It's about building that mental stamina to weather the storms. Let's talk about some real-world scenarios. Imagine facing a huge financial setback. Maybe you lose a job or your business takes a hit. Instead of throwing in the towel, you double down. You learn new skills, start networking harder, and look for new opportunities. That's resilience in action. It's not about never failing. It's about how you bounce back and use each failure as a stepping stone towards something bigger. And here's the kicker: building resilience isn't just about handling failure. It's about staying calm under pressure. Think about how you'd handle a tough financial situation. Are you panicking, or are you thinking clearly about how to get through it? A resilient mindset allows you to make decisions with a clear head, even when things seem like they're falling apart. Ultimately, resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's about forging ahead with confidence. The stronger your mindset, the faster you'll overcome challenges. And trust me, once you've built that mental toughness, nothing will stand in your way. So, let's take this momentum into the next phase and explore how to combine money and happiness. Remember how overwhelming it felt to constantly compare yourself to others and feel stuck in that cycle of financial stress? You've just taken the first steps toward changing all of that. The knowledge you've gained today is the foundation of building not just wealth, but true financial freedom. But here's the thing, it's not just about the information, it's about the action you take now. Don't let this be another someday plan. Start applying these principles today. Imagine what you could achieve if you took consistent, purposeful action every single day. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another tip to transform your financial life. And if you're ready to take your growth to the next level, click the link in the pinned comment right now to get access to something that could truly change your life. In my program, Holistic Health, Nourish Your Mind, Balance Your Finances, Transform Your Life, you'll learn exactly how to create passive income streams, eliminate debt, and maintain mental clarity under financial pressure. Don't wait, start transforming your life today. Check out the material in the pinned comment to get started.